My name's Glenn. Welcome to the channel, Aware and Convinced. And this is our live stream. And we try to do this at least 5 or 6 days a week, whether it's the night or the afternoon or the morning. We try to get in there and pass along some information. Aware and Convinced, the name of the channel again. And whether you found this live stream because you're in an NA, AA, or Celebrate Recovery or some other program, and there's a couple other programs out there for sure, probably more than a couple. If you're working the steps or because somebody you love is in the middle of a struggle and you don't fully understand yet what's going on with them, or maybe you just stumbled here because the algorithm thought you might be interested. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. And I don't say that lightly. I sincerely mean it. So let's get sober together for the next hour or so. My name again is Glenn, and I am a recovered alcoholic who drank for 40 plus years. By the grace of God, I am sober today, over 5,000 days in sobriety. And that's a long time. Not long enough, a long time. And this is live video number 19, I believe. I have to go back and count. I believe it's 19. If it's not, I'll correct it next time around. This channel is not about shame or blame. It's about honesty, accountability, and the raw reality of addiction and the powerful hope of recovery. There is a way out. Recovery doesn't erase the past by any means, but it does give us a chance to be forgiven for it. One honest step at a time, one day at a time, and believe me, for some, 1 hour at a time. So consider this your safe place, your refuge, your home away from home. We're going to learn something today that I hadn't touched on before. I think it's really important, though, because it's something that affects everybody that's in addiction, that has a need for sobriety, but does not necessarily have the means to get there. So here's the question. What if the biggest barrier keeping people stuck in addiction isn't the addiction itself, but thinking that they can't afford to get help? Think about that. What if the biggest barrier keeping some people stuck in addiction, it isn't the addiction itself, but thinking they can't afford to get help? Hold on to that one, because we're going to walk through a bunch of practical stuff today. And I promise we'll come back to it at the very end when it might land just a little bit differently for you. You might have a different perspective. So today we're going to talk about no cost or low cost help for addiction, because the truth is, look, wanting to get clean or support someone who does shouldn't mean that you have to be rich. Recovery is hard enough without money worries on top of it. And whether you're struggling yourself, you're worried about a family member, or just curious on how to help a friend, there are real options out there that won't break the bank or cost anything at all. Let's start simple. All right. One of the easiest first steps is picking up the phone and calling a helpline. Now, the big one that everybody should know is SAMHSA, SAMHSA. It's completely free, it's confidential, and available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That's 1-800-662-HELP. 1-800-662-HELP. And they speak English and Spanish, and the person on the other end will listen, answer questions, point you in the right direction to local treatment, support groups, or community programs that are local to you. No judgment, no sales pitch, just help. And you can even text your zip code to 435-748 435-748. That's help, the number 4, and the letter U. Help for you for quick information on SAMHSA's National Helpline. If you're in crisis, there's also the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. It's free, 24/7. And it's not just for suicide. They help with substance issues and emotional distress. And don't forget, if you're a veteran, the Veterans Crisis Line. That connects all veterans and service members in crisis and their families also. All you do is dial 988 and then punch 1. 988, then 1 for the Veterans Crisis Line. Very easy to get there. And they'll point you in the right direction. Free, no cost. Now let's talk about the most well-known free support out there. 12-step groups like Alcoholics Anonymous, AA, Narcotics Anonymous, NA. These meetings are free to attend in person or online. You show up, you listen, you share if you want, and connect with people who get exactly what you're going through. They know. No dues, no fees, just a bunch of folks walking the same road, one day at a time. You can find meetings on their websites, aa.org or na.org. There are thousands of them across the globe, including virtual ones that work great if you can't get out, or if you live somewhere that's rural and you don't have access. So you can always connect online. For family members or friends affected by someone else's addiction, there's Al-Anon and Nar-Anon, meetings for folks maybe just like you. They're free and super helpful. They focus on your own healing and learning healthy ways to support without enabling. You hear me mention quite regularly the sources that I use. AA, the big book from AA, always on my desk, always a great source. The big blue book from NA, always a great source. Another solid free option, and this one's a little bit different. It's called Smart Recovery. Now, it's not 12-step based. It's more science-backed, teaching practical tools for managing thoughts, cravings, and building a balanced life. They have free in-person and online meetings, plus a handy app with worksheets and resources. Great if the spiritual side isn't your thing. So there's something for everybody. Now, speaking of spiritual, one of the other great resources that I use regularly is Celebrate Recovery Study Bible. A lot of people also find help in Celebrate Recovery, or CR for short. It's a Christ-centered recovery program that welcomes anyone dealing with hurts, hang-ups, and habits, including drug and alcohol addiction, codependency, anxiety, depression. Their mission is to help people find freedom and healing through a relationship with Jesus Christ. And it uses the 12 steps with a strong biblical focus. Now, they do that through 8 recovery principles based on the Beatitudes from the Bible. So you're getting the 12 steps. They just happen to put it into 8 principles. But all 12 steps are included in that. Meetings usually happen at churches. They're free to attend. I attend my local Celebrate Recovery every Tuesday night. That's why I'm not here Tuesday nights. They create a safe space for you, grace-filled, where you can be honest about your struggles and find community and accountability. If faith is important to you, then Celebrate Recovery can feel like home. because it puts Jesus at the center of the recovery journey. And again, you can find local meetings by searching online at celebraterecovery.com. Free, another free source for you. Now, we're about 10 minutes in. How are you holding up out there? Well, I hope. If money has been the reason you've put off getting help, I hope you're already seeing that that doesn't have to be the case. Let me share something with you that gives a lot of people strength when the road feels long. This is from 1 Corinthians 10:13. No temptation has overtaken you except what is common to mankind. And God is faithful. He will not let you be tempted beyond what you can bear. But when you are tempted, he will also provide a way out so that you can endure it. So true. That goes back a few years, doesn't it? That mankind hasn't changed that much over what, 2,000 or more years. Certainly hasn't changed that much. Now, beyond meetings, there are low-cost and no-cost treatment programs. And many states have state-funded rehabs or community clinics that offer detox, outpatient counseling, or even residential care on a sliding scale based on what you can pay if you can, sometimes free if you qualify. It's that easy. Nonprofit organizations like the Salvation Army, they run recovery programs as well. And they're often free or very, very low cost. And they combine counseling, life skills, and support in a structured environment for your safety. Now, SAMHSA also has a treatment locator tool on their website at findtreatment.gov, government website, or through their helpline. All you do is you plug in your location, and it can filter your zip code and whatnot. They even have places that do offer payment assistance, Medicaid, and a lot of community mental health centers and hospitals have addiction programs with sliding fees as well. Excuse me. I have a little itchy nose here. All right. So, if you're a veteran, don't forget the help that you can get through your local VA. They work a lot with wounded warriors, the Wounded Warrior Project. And you could look that up online, Wounded Warrior Project. And they are fantastic people. I know or knew someone quite well that went through their program. And they're very, very good people. Good people. And that's through the VA. Also, churches and faith-based groups, they sometimes partner with recovery ministries that don't charge. They're free. Local health departments or 211. All you do is dial 211 in many areas across the country. That can point you toward food or housing and treatment resources in your community. Now, if this is hitting home, maybe just drop me a little note in the chat and let me know that it's something that interests you as well. Great resources out there at no or low cost. Here's another verse that speaks straight to the heart of feeling broken and needing real change. This is again 2 Corinthians 5:17. Therefore, if anyone in Christ, the new creation has come. The old is gone. The new is here. And that's powerful when you're in recovery. It doesn't mean that the cravings or the tough days vanish overnight, but It promises that real transformation is possible. You don't have to stay stuck as the old version of yourself. You can change. Practical tips to make the real start small. To make this real, I should say. Start small. Call SAMHSA first, or go to their website. That's SAMHSA. Even if you're not sure what you need, go there, check it out. They have a huge amount of help right on that website. Go to one meeting this week, online if it's easier, whether it's AA, NA, Smart Recovery, or Celebrate Recovery. Tell one trusted person that you're thinking about getting help at no or low cost. If you're supporting someone else, remember, you can't force them, but you can get support for yourself through Al-Anon or Narcanon, and learn how to set healthy boundaries while still showing love. Very important. Other low-cost ideas. Now, many areas have free or cheap outpatient counseling through county programs. Some recovery homes or sober living situations are affordable or subsidized. For meds, like those used in medication-assisted treatment, that's generally for opioid or alcohol issues, some clinics offer them on a sliding scale or through public health programs. Now, I know it's a lot to take in. Take a breath if you need it. Recovery isn't about having it all together all at once. It's about taking the next right step, even when your pockets are empty. And believe me, I've been there. My own personal recovery experience. My pockets were empty once, many moons ago in my very early recovery. And one more encouraging word from Scripture, right in the middle of this hard work. This is Jeremiah 17:14. Heal me, Lord, and I will be healed. Save me, and I will be saved. For you are the one I praise. Simple and honest. It's okay to ask for healing, whether that's through a meeting, a counselor, meds, prayer, or all combined. God meets people right where they are. The whole mess and everything. God will meet you there. Now, don't wait for the perfect time or enough money. This is very important. Help is out there right now waiting for you. Combine free meetings with a helpline call. Look into state or nonprofit options like the Salvation Army. Check out Celebrate Recovery if a faith-based group sounds good to you. And keep showing up. You know, most AA clubs that I've visited at one point during the meeting, they do ask for donations to keep the club going. But you don't need to give a dime if you don't have it. It's free. And you shouldn't feel guilty if you don't have it at the meetings, because when you do have it, you'll have it to give back many times over. Many people start with nothing but a desperate phone call. And eventually, they end up with years of solid recovery. It happens. It can happen to you. All right. We've covered helplines, free support groups like AA, NA, Smart Recovery, Celebrate Recovery, low-cost treatment through SAMHSA, and state programs, nonprofits like the Salvation Army, and how faith can be a part of that journey too. Now, Let's go back to that opening question. What if the biggest barrier keeping people stuck in addiction isn't the addiction itself, but thinking, no, believing that they can't afford to get help? Look, money doesn't have to be the thing that stops you. There really are no cost and low cost paths to recovery. Hotlines, meetings, community programs, support that's out there waiting for you. The first step is reaching out. And you don't have to do it perfectly or have everything already figured out. Just start where you are. If you happen to be watching out there now, this is your moment. Call 1-800-662-HELP. 1-800-662-HELP. Call it. Or better yet, find a meeting tonight. You've got more options than you might think. Now, this has been pretty quick and concise, and I'm grateful for you being here with me. Drop your thoughts or questions in the chat or the comments. I read as many as I can, and if you want specific links or more ideas for your area, meetings near you, whatever it may be, just let me know. Drop me a comment and I will get back with you. Hit the like if this was helpful. Share it with someone who might need it, and take care of yourself out there. Recovery is possible. One free meeting, one free phone call, one free God-given day at a time. You got this. Remember the 3 pillars of sobriety: trust God, clean house, help others. God bless you. God bless our veterans. And remember, somebody out there loves you. We'll see you next time.